Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are welcome back to Model Pairs. I beg your pardon. Where we share ourselves different kind of Islamic wear. Today we want to share ourselves hijab, different type of hijab. So the first one is like winner hijab. It's raining now, seriously, and you can see the way it was. It has cutting here. So the cutting here. And the back, when they cut it, the back will be longer than the front, so that they'll be able to make plinting. Can we see the plinting? So you can see it. It was splitted in both sides. Can you see it? It was splitted in both sides. Exactly. And it has rubber here at the neck of it, at the neck of the hijab. Can we see the rubber? See, there's rubber at the neck of it, and it was stone. One of these days we are going to make video on how to stone our hijab with stove. So the next one is also like Rena hijab, and it also has some side cutting. You can actually, one beautiful thing about Rena hijab is that you can determine where you want the cutting to be. If you like, you can let the cutting to be here. That means when you want to measure it from your ear to the second ear, where you want it to be. So the stone is different. You can see it has plating here. It has plating by the side like this. Can you see it? Can you see the way they plated it? I don't know, maybe you can see it. Can you see it? The way they plated the hijab, and it also has some plating at the top. This is the first plating. That one is bigger, then followed by the second one, followed by the third one, followed by the fourth one. So you can make it 6, 7, 8, depending on how you want the printing to be. And it also have bow here. Can we see the bow? It is actually two color. So they use brown and cream color or cotton color if you like. So you can see, look at how beautiful it is. Can we see how beautiful the hijab is? Do you see it? See the top, the way they plated it. Can you see it? Can you see? This is the bow. You can actually put any bow. One of these days I'm going to make a video on how to make, what do you call it, a bow, different kind of bow. So the hijab is beautiful. You didn't actually hem it. If you like, you can press the bottom, or you use your interlocking machine to interlock it. So it's also beautiful hijab. So another fantastic style is this hijab. Look at it. We make use of red meat material, and we use from the color of the flowering to make the cape. Then after that, this one does not have any side cutting. We only make, you now make a what do you call it, like gathers at the bottom. You can see we actually cut it as V. You can see that the hijab is V. It's actually V. After cutting it as V, we now do what? We now cut a long strap, then we now gather it. Can we see it? It's also beautiful. Can we see it? Can you see the back? Can you see the back? It's also beautiful. It's V shape. If you don't know how to cut V shape hijab, check my video. You see how to cut it. I've actually make a video on how to cut a V shape hijab. Can we see how beautiful it is? Can you see how beautiful it is? So simple, and it's not difficult to make. You cut your cape. After cutting the cape, you add it to normal hijab. If you don't know how to cut hijab as well, check my video. I've actually uploaded a video on how to cut a normal hijab and how to cut a V hijab too. You cut it, you just add the bottom one. You can use any color. You can use this plain one as the V, then you now use the flowering one as the gathers at the bottom. So mashallah be quadratic. So this is another design. You can see we make use of two color. We make use of Goya blue and also make use of color white. So we make use of white as the cape and Goya blue as the V. This is also a V like the first one that we make, but the only difference is that this one is not gathered at the bottom. Can we see it? So if you like, you can make yours to be what? To be normal. Just cut it. Don't need to cut V. Do you understand? Don't need to gather it. I beg your pardon. So but the first one we got, the other one that I show you last, the last one, I mean we gather it. So this one is also beautiful. Can you see? Look at the back, it's beautiful. So it's the same method that you used to cut the first one is what the previous one is what you are going to use to cut this one. The only difference is that we do not gather it. I did not gather the bottom one before I add it to it. I just add it to it directly. So this is beautiful, and you see that, mashallah. Reasoning lie. So this one is a normal hijab that we have. I also have a video on how to cut this normal hijab. Is on my YouTube channel. You can just download it. It's very simple. You cut your hijab and you had your you had your cape on it. Can you see? Can you see? So beautiful and so simple. The first video I uploaded on this channel is on how to cut hijab, and we are still on hijab cutting. So inshallah we could work it. So very soon I'm going to show us how to stone our hijab. If for those of us that do not have stone machine, we can use manual method to stone our hijab. And if you have board, you can make use of board and use any kind of stone that you want to make use of to do what to stone your hijab. Stone add beauty to hijab for those that are just learning how to wear hijab. In a normal sense, hijab is not supposed to have any design at all, because it should cover our beauty. But because we are just learning how to use it, so and for children we can make use of it for them. So this one is also beautiful. You can go for this. This is very simple. No stress. Don't need to cut it here. No anything. The only thing we added to it was our stone. Yeah, this one is also beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like the first one I showed us. Can we see it? It also have plating. We pleated it. When cutting it, yeah, when you want to cut, I'm going to upload a video on how to cut this type of hijab, inshallah, because so that will be the next thing I'm going to upload. So when you want to do it, it will have cutting here. We pleated it. Can we see it? And we interlock it at the bottom. Can we see the bottom that it was interlocked? So and we also had stone on it. If you like, you can put bow. You can buy all this accessory from tailoring shop to add to it to make it more beautiful. Yes, so the next hijab we are showing is also like a normal hijab, but it has V. Can we see? Is a V hijab. So you can add anything to your V. If you like, you can leave it like this. If you like, you can pleat this area. Do you understand? You can just do any design on it. Hijab is a very simple thing to sew. Can we see it? So simple. We didn't even add any stone on it. It's so beautiful. So you can see it. It's beautiful and simple. Look at the back. Can we see it? It's V. It's V hijab. It's V hijab. We cut it as V. Can you see the back? Can you see the side? Can we see the side? It does not have any side cutting. Can we see it? So I've shown us how to cut V hijab. It's in the video. You can just try to upload it. If you like, at this junction, you can put a bow here. If you like, you can put stone and just stone it. If you like, you can use bead. Do you understand? Or use pearls on it. It will bring out, it will give it more beauty. Do we get what I'm saying? So I hope the hijab, the lecture is helpful to every one of us. The last but not the least is this beautiful hijab. Can we see it? Royal blue with white. I don't know why they just go with each other. Royal blue and white, they go with each other. So the difference, the only thing I want to show you here is that there's a bow at the shoulder of it. Can we see it? I make use of white and royal blue. So one of these I'm going to, and I put a little bit of stone, and I also pleated the bottom of the hijab. Can we see? So I pleated the bottom of the hijab. Look at the design. It has a bow at both sides, and I pleated the shoulder area. Can you see? It was pleated. It was pleated, and I put a stone on the shoulder side. Can you see? And at the bottom, I make use of white to do what? To make painting at the bottom side. I hope this video is useful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.